these hoes drinking this shit straight? Okay, cool.
Shit's gross, man.
All right, number one, guys, on the list.
Man.
She asks for money, directly or indirectly. So guys, you know I love dating, right? Love going on dates, and sometimes I'm with the hoes, I get it. But I'll tell you this, being here in Miami, traveling around the world, girls on some level want something from you, directly or indirectly. Either it's your lifestyle, your money, your access to lifestyle itself, or they may want your actual time and attention. Either way, they want something from you, right? However, if a girl's asking for money directly, let's say you meet her outside on a restaurant or a bar or club, says to you, "Okay, Poppy," or "Hey, Daddy, are you gonna take care of me?" What does that mean? Typically, it means you're gonna pay for this box. That's our L304 right there. However, some are more cunning. What they'll do is they'll go home with you, have a good time, and then they go home and text you, "Babe, my tire popped on the way to work. Can you send me some money for the tire?" Or they may say, "Can you cash out me money for rent because rent is due?" These girls, guys, are what you call cunning 304s because they ask after you smash. So the regular guy's gonna be like, "You know what? Damn, I smashed. I'll give her some money." Here's the problem though. The moment you do go down that path and give her money after you smash, you know what you become? A customer. So that right there, my friends, is you give money to a prostitute, 304. If that ever comes up in any type of interaction with a girl, either before or after, drop it right there and then. What you gotta say about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the two. It's either they'll want it before or they'll do it after. But regardless of if money comes into the play, off rip, it's an issue, guys. It's an issue because that tells you that she's money motivated to deal with men and to deal with you. And actually, it's kind of a sign sometimes that you have lower sexual market value in her eyes, right? Because she looks at it as, when you get with a girl, right, guys? And I'm using this for just to demonstrate as an example. It's the equivalent to like a handshake. It's an equal value exchange, right? But what a lot of girls will do is, if your sexual market value is low, is they'll treat it like a value loaded exchange. And what that means is she's like, okay, you're so low sexual market value wise that you need to, not only are you like hooking up with me isn't enough, you need to add to that and compensate me financially because I am of higher status than you. Okay? That's literally what it means when you're paying a chick to hook up. She's implying that you're not enough. You need to compensate me for this with money. That's what it means if we're going to break it down on a bare bones level. So if chicks are trying to charge you or anything else like that, that's a good indication that you're fucking up somewhere.
And we had a show after I was with some girls. The girl in the middle, Miss Cash App. She was kidding.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't. She was actually being serious.
Oh, yeah, she dead ass.
Her actual requirement for you to go on a date with her or even like talk to her is to cash out her. Now you might say it's funny, haha. Guys, that is actually a lot of girls nowadays.
Facts.
In respect to their actual wants from you is money. And they could care less about how you look, where you're from, what you're about. Once you're paying, they're down for it. So culture, guys, has shifted a lot, and it slips into, like, for example, OnlyFans or even strippers. So by default, guys, if you have some money up front, indirectly or directly,
if you notice, when we said the parameters of the guy, she didn't care. She just said, we were like, "Oh yeah, would you go with this
Cash
guy?"
out.
She didn't give a fuck. She was like, "Oh, he gonna pay me?" Yeah, okay. Then she's down. So that tells you right then and there, it doesn't really matter because you're paying to make up for your lack of sexual market value in her eyes. Now, don't get it twisted though. There are guys that don't pay.
Yeah.
But she doesn't view it through that lens. The majority have to pay, and it actually makes sense in a weird roundabout way. It makes sense. What have I told you guys since 2020? Most women simply don't like most men.
Facts.
So since most women don't like most men, they need something to incentivize themselves to deal with the most men. Mm-hmm. And what that is, most of the time, is money. That's what it is. So, but when you go down that route, just like you mentioned, you go into the customer frame. When you go into customer frame, she can't respect you. And this is why we tell you guys all the time, don't pay per box. Hell, we've had many debates, including with two idiots in Canada, over this very topic. And it's because when you pay for box, she can't simultaneously respect you at the same time. Now, look, if you want to go ahead and pay for box, like, oh, it just makes life easier, it's simpler, I don't got to waste time, blah, 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 fine. But don't be delusional to think she likes you and actually wants to hang out with you or whatever it may be like that, because you acquired her in a way that wasn't conducive to her respecting you.
And the moment that the money stops, she's over with it. By the way,
Yeah.
we mentioned a while ago on different episodes, stripper game.
Yep.
This is when you go to a strip club. You don't get the girl money up front. You talk to her, kind of like chill vibes, whatever. You might buy her a shot or a drink or whatever. And at that point, you're just talking to her, being cool. Listen, what time you get off work? What are you doing tomorrow? Let's hang out. So you're talking to her on a regular level. Now as a customer, you're not giving her money up front. She's like, you know what? This guy's cool. I like his vibe. I'll go out with him.
Matter of fact, it's so Mystery. We're really going back right now.
Yep.
Right. So Mystery used to call these women hired guns, and a hired gun is. Yeah, that's dated vocabulary right there.
Yeah.
A hired
guns.
gun, right? Yeah, if
Oh
y'all
my
read the book
God.
Mystery Method, right? So hired guns, right?
my God.
So women that are basically, they earn an income based on their beauty to some degree. So whether it's a bartender, a stripper, a dancer, some kind of an escort, whatever it is. Like women that basically get paid off of the way that they look, that are used to earning an income off of their beauty, these are women that are considered hired guns. And these are the women, actually, ironically enough, that you must avoid paying. Because if you pay them, since they deal with thousands of men a year from a customer frame angle, if you pay them, you're going to go into there as well. So the only way that you're going to distinguish yourself, right, from those other guys is to actually not pay. Now, I know for some of you guys that's hard because you're like, well, Myron, that's counterproductive. You're telling me that not to pay when that's what she normally does? Yes, don't do it, especially with girls that are hired guns, because she's going to put you in that customer frame box. Because remember, this is how she makes money. So if this is how she makes money, it creates a living. Girls are pretty smart about not shitting where they eat sometimes, a lot of the times. They're better at it than men. Like, I get girls calling to the show saying, yeah, there's a guy at work and I want to smash him. Like, should I do it? Chicks don't, like, do that dumb shit. But the guys, though, yeah, bro, this girl, I work with her. I might lose my job. I want to smash. Like, they're not as incentivized to make stupid sexual decisions that can compromise their money. Versus men absolutely are.
Facts. Guys, try this at home if you don't mind. Let's say you're outside, you meet a girl, right? She might live in a nice apartment. She might have a nice, like, house. And you're like, wait, how's she paying for this stuff? Ask her directly, what do you do for work? Now, it sounds very simple, very nonchalant, but she'll tell you one of three things. She'll say, oh, I do real estate. Yeah, right.
That's funny.
Well, I work as a bartender and I get tips. Okay, possibly. And then three, she'll say, well, she might admit it. She might just say, hey, listen, I have customers, I have clients. And more often than not, especially in Miami, that's a real thing, guys. Like, girls out here literally are selling to pay rent and other activities. I'll tell you this right now, man.
Any expensive major city.
The worst thing you can do is meet one of these girls and think that, like, she's normal, but she's not, and then wipe her up. Listen, have fun all day. Don't pay. Enjoy that experience. But the moment you enter that frame and take her serious as a 3 or 4, you already lost that battle. And again, guys, you think you're special in that scenario? You're not. Other guys are paying too. So if you're going to pay like that, just know you're another customer, and the love and respect is not there at all. So that's number one. If she asks for money directly or indirectly, 3 or 4, run to the hills, guys.
Today's sponsor is Be Naked. After 30, your testosterone drops by 2% every year. Yeah, that's right. While you're out here scrolling TikTok, your masculinity is packing his bags. But you don't have to be that guy. Step up with Naked Organs. This ain't no soy boy supplement. This is straight up 100% bison organs, liver, kidney, heart. The stuff men have been using for centuries to stay sharp, strong, and keep their testosterone sky high. Forget your vegan pea protein, quinoa, or whatever weak sauce they're pushing. This is Primal Power, packed with B12, iron, and zinc. Real nutrients that your body needs to stay jacked and ready to dominate. Go to BeNaked.com, use code FRESH, and get 15% off. Keep your masculinity in check, guys. Code word FRESH. BeNaked.com, use code FRESH for 15% off.
Support them, support us.